of what I talk about is called immersion. And the way you get immersion actually starts at awareness. So being able to be aware is vital to being in this, so that you'll be able to focus on triggers and other things that are very important to last longer. And the other thing is willpower. So we have a limited amount of willpower per day, so it's like a limited quantity. We can maybe say we have 5 units of willpower, and every hour we might spend a unit of willpower. It's different for different people, but we have the most willpower in the beginning of a day. So we can only make a few conscious decisions of what we want to do. And a lot of things we do are automatic. Just think about brushing teeth and showering, washing your hair, cleaning our private areas, whatever it might be. A lot of this is done automatically without even using any willpower or thinking. Limited willpower means limited control over focus. So if you're trying to focus during sex so much, you only have a limited amount before something else takes over and your brain starts thinking about other things. So we can only have limited quantity. These are very important things to use for the right reasons. And that's what the Endless Man formula is based upon. It's based upon having awareness and willpower used for you automatically. So a lot of this stuff may not make sense until you start doing it, but a lot of the stuff I'm teaching you, you're going to be doing automatically. That's the focus of the program. I don't want you to have to think of these things consciously. And really, no man who lasts really long in bed and plays this woman that much, he doesn't really focus on those things. He actually focuses on the experience and how good it feels. So that's where we're going to get you. We're getting there. So I'm really glad you're still here in Fast Start number 5. So habits are made from our willpower and our awareness. And habits determine our lives. Just think about what habits you have that help you and hurt you. If you took away all the habits that hurt you, how much better would your life be? Because you'd be having only habits that are good for you, like working out and talking with people every day, or doing your business work instead of playing video games, watching TV, looking at porn, or other things that are not helping your life. If we have more good habits, they compound and deliver more good to our lives. In one of the books, I don't remember the exact title, but it's like The Compound Effect from Darren Hardy. In the book, he talks about if you read a book a day, or just like read every day for 30 minutes, or listen to an audiobook every day, you're slowly compounding the effects of what the books and the things are teaching you. So if you learn like a book a week like I do, then you're slowly compounding these effects. And then you start taking action and doing these things slowly over time. It starts compounding. So if you start breathing correctly, and then you start doing other things I'm going to teach you correctly, it's going to compound and to the point where you become endless. That's why I said when you get past 60 days, that's when I think you'll become endless. I don't know the exact time frame for you, but you'll be doing everything automatically, and everything you're going to be doing is going to compound. And the same holds true for negative habits. They compound and make our lives worse. So if a smoker smokes once a day, think about how many cigarettes he smokes in a year and how much he needs per day to even feel the same effect. So smokers will increase how much they smoke, and it's just the habits get worse and worse. And that's why like marijuana is seen as a gateway drug for other drugs, and a lot of people are against it. It can compound badly if you start using marijuana, then getting heavier drugs, and it just doesn't help your life. So the thing about habits is that the great and bad things about habits is that they require less willpower. So the great thing about it, habits require less willpower. When you're brushing your teeth, the way you do it and all that, you're not thinking about it. It takes less willpower. But that's the same thing for the bad things as well. When you do bad things, it takes less willpower to do bad things, which might, again, be like smoking and doing drugs, drinking, and other things that are not helping you. The habits I'm going to show you throughout the course are very important so that you have more willpower to use for other important things that are not related to sex. A lot of the stuff I'm going to teach you, the goal is to make them automatic and unconscious and subconscious types of things. Remember, we only have a limited amount of willpower in a day. So habits you can only usually make like one per every 30 days, it's 2 or 3 sometimes. But if you can focus on one habit every 30 days, you'll be able to increase the amount of good habits you have that compound on top of each other. It's like a business too. If you focus on the things that make you money and make your customers happy, they will compound in each other where you have happier customers giving you more money. And the same thing goes for your habits in bed. If you focus on the things that make you last longer, well, those things are going to make you last longer, more and more over time because you'll be combining all of them. And then you have control over your body. A lot of it's done unconsciously, but you have more control over what you want to do and how long you want to last. Willpower is energy. Like in the last Fast Start, I talked about energy robbers. If you have more energy and willpower, then you'll be able to handle sex in the way that you want. So if you don't have the energy to handle your sex life in the way you want, you won't be getting the results that you want. So it's important that you learn to direct your willpower to good habits so that you have more energy for other things. So the whole focus of this fast start is to help you get into the process of creating these habits that will help you for the rest of your life. And that's important. Endless Man formula is a formula you use throughout your whole life. A lot of it automatic and unconscious, and that's the focus of the program. Habit, gravity, and escape velocity, the name of this fast start, it's a concept I learned from Evan Pagan, and I think it's mostly systems thinking combined with something else. But the thing is, the first 1 to 10 days is really called defying gravity. So everything inside of you will tell you, no, that's not good for you. I don't want to do that. It might be easy the first day, but then actually the second day it's going to get even more difficult. And then every day after that, it's just like, oh, this is so difficult, and your brain tells you, are you sure you want to do this? It hurts. Or, don't do it. You're not getting any results. I mean, your brain's going to be pulling you to try to not do these things. Just think of it like you're going against gravity, and that's what what your other habits are. You're going against the gravity of your other habits to create a new habit. So day 1 through 10, it's going to be very difficult because you're just getting started, and it gets really difficult. And then for day 11 through 20 is the second phase, and we call this resistance. And your mind is no longer against it, yet you still need to push it because it just doesn't feel natural yet. So this is kind of the part of your habit that's like, oh, it's starting to feel better, and you're starting to feel better about it, but you still need to push yourself, otherwise you can go off the wagon and not do anything about what you want to do. So this is just the resistance you're still feeling when you're almost outside of the gravity of the earth, when you're in a rocket. And then for the third phase, we call this, which is 20 days, it was just for days 21 through 30. Phase 3 is called acclimation. And the resistance against your new habit